Hi guys, this is Star Trucker. It's a bit like a space version of Euro Truck Simulator. I'm going to talk a little bit about the game. It's a demo currently on Steam, but also I want to talk a little bit about changes that I'm going to make. I've already started making to my channel. Nothing drastic. Just I think the way gaming has changed. I think I should adapt a little bit myself, just to make sure that I'm doing what I feel is best for me and the channel. A little bit about this game first. You are a haulage driver of a big space wagon. You have to repair it at the beginning of the demo by simply getting in a spacesuit, going outside, patching up a few holes, and then you head off to it's kind of like a hub where you can refuel, you can buy stuff, and you can, more importantly, get missions or contracts, if you like, contracts to deliver different goods to different vendors in different parts of the solar system or galaxy or whatever the hell it is. We don't know how big it's going to be until the game launches. But essentially, it becomes a bit like Elite. You look at how much cargo you can hold, what the price is, how many jumps it is from where you are, and if there's a time limit on actually getting it there, what the penalties are. There's a whole contract to read. It's really cool. Once you're happy with your contract, you then set off. You go through jump gates that are a bit like going into hyperspace on the Millennium Falcon. Even the lever's in the same place. Totally stole from there, but it's great because it looks fantastic. As you go on your journey, shit will go down. Things will happen in your cab, things will break. You are responsible for the maintenance in your cab. And this is where the game gets really interesting, because there's a lot of different things that you have to sort out in your truck, both inside and outside. And you take spares, and you have to survive in your truck, the journeys, get the goods delivered, get the money, and then you can buy spares, upgrade, and all kinds of stuff. I would imagine we'll have to, again, wait and see when the game fully releases, but I can tell you that it's a really fun, immersive game. Looks fantastic as well. There's a third-person camera if you don't like the cockpit view, but clearly you need the cockpit view so you can see all the speed limits and stuff, because there's consequences for bad driving and all kinds of stuff like that. So a really cool game. You can play it at the moment. It's called Star Trucker. There is a demo on Steam. So now let's talk about the changes to the channel. For 10 years, that's how long I've been going. This is the 11th year of Worth Buy. And in that time, I have pretty much reviewed every big AAA game, and I'm going to continue to do that within reason. Obviously, there's some that I won't bother with, your Final Fantasies and that just don't do it for us. But generally speaking, if it's a big AAA game, then I will review it. And these reviews can take, 15, 20 hours anytime. That's usually the amount of hours that I put in. Anywhere between that is kind of average. Sometimes it's a bit less, maybe it's 12 or 13 hours, but generally speaking, it's a 2-day enterprise of constantly playing the game. Then you've got your AA games. Generally speaking, you're putting about 5 or 6 hours into one of them, sometimes more. Recently, Helldivers, I think I did 12 and a half in that, which was a AA game. So it depends on the actual game. What it is, what you have to do. Generally, grindy games, you have to put in more hours to get to the mid game. So, it's a huge 2-day time sink. Indie games can be a little bit more lax than that. A lot of indie games are a bit more simplistic. Not all. Some of them are really, really not. I mean, Valheim, for example. I think I put over 100 hours into Valheim. It's them kind of games that are just vast games. They are slow burners, so they require a lot of hours in, but a lot of indie games don't. A lot of indie games, you can play them for just a few hours and get a really good grip of what's going on in the game and how good it is. Now, because obviously I've been playing games for a long time, as have a lot of you guys, I would say the vast majority of my subscribers are very experienced gamers. Obviously there's a few that aren't, but I'd say a lot of you guys are. I would kind of wager that nearly all of you, upon giving a brand new game, can tell within 10, 20 to 30 minutes whether or not that game is for you or not, whether you, in your opinion, think that it's shite. And let's be honest, reviews are opinions. That's all they are. They are not some kind of, this is the final word on this game. That's not what they are at all. A review is literally somebody's opinion. My reviews are simply my opinion of a game. That's it. So when people say, Mac, you got your review wrong, no, every review I've ever done is right because it's my opinion. And every review IGN have done is that person's opinion. So they're kind of right. Doesn't mean you have to agree with them. I don't agree with half of their reviews, but it's their opinion. So it's in their eyes, it is right. So that's what I'm trying to say. So with my channel at the moment, I'm changing that format. I am no longer going to be spending stupid amounts of hours in a game only to find out that the game, when I review it, is just pants. It's not. If it's a AAA game, then there will be an exception if the game has a lot going on and you need to work your way through it. Starfield, for example. If you look at Starfield, there was a lot that you had to get into to actually be convinced that the game was shite. And I kind of knew after 5 hours that it wasn't going to get any better. But initially, we didn't know that because we hadn't explored enough. But after 5 hours, I was like, yeah, this is going to be shite. And then after 10 hours, I was just confirmed. Absolute shite confirmation. And yeah, I still got hammered for my review, but now everybody agrees with it. Told you. So what I'm going to start doing with the channel is this. As a lot of you know, I probably play on average, if I do 2 reviews a week, I'll have played 5 games to get them 2 reviews. That's kind of like the ratio that I've always had. Because every game I play, I don't review. Simply because after 20 minutes, I'll go, that's a bag of shite. It's not shit enough to rant over. It's not important enough to rant over. And it's not important enough or good enough to bring to the table. But them days are changing now. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be a bit more careful on the games that I choose. Games that I think I will like. I always try to find games that I like, not games that I don't like. Which is why I have a massive thumbs up to thumbs down ratio on this channel. People call me a hater, but if you click my playlists, I've thumbed up way more games than I've thumbed down. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'm now going to review everything that I play. Even if I've only played it for 25 to 30 minutes. I mean, I very rarely only play a game for 25. I've got 7 games burning at the minute that I'm currently playing. And I've played all of them for longer than that. No, actually, one of them I haven't. One of them I've only played for 10 minutes. But I ain't finished with that. I'm going back to it. But what you're going to see is shorter reviews, but more reviews. So you're going to see more games on the channel. Because if it's a game I don't like, hey, you might like it. And you might see the game on my channel, hear me saying, oh, I don't like this. And you might be thinking, oh, I do like that, and that. I'm going to go and buy that. So, you know, who am I to say what you guys like? All I'm going to do is offer you more choice, especially in the indie game area, of what you can do. But it just means that you're going to get shorter videos. But that's fine. If you don't want to watch them, don't watch them. But I'm going to be putting out more content, shorter videos on a more bigger range of actual games as well. Try and include lots of games from different genres. Most of them are going to be indie, but when a big game comes along, I will be reviewing it. But I'm just fed up of spending too much time in games that I just find boring. Whatever you do, don't think I'm not going to review the big games anymore. Of course I am. And I wouldn't miss them for the world. I can't wait for the next big AAA game to drop. I'll be all over it like a rash. But I'm going to get more into covering more games in the... I can cover way more games if I don't play them as long. That's what I'm trying to say. So there you go, guys. You're going to start seeing these changes immediately. Like Star Trucker. Played it for... Let's have a look. How long have I played this game for? 59 minutes. So there you go. And I've just covered it pretty much in 2.5 minutes at the beginning of this video. There'll be another one tomorrow. And then they'll just follow suit like that. Don't know how many they'll get out a week, but there'll be a lot. But if you don't like watching short videos of indie games, well, tough. Sorry. That's the way I think the channel should go at the moment, the way the gaming community is, the shit show that it is. There's games out there that I'm missing that I didn't have time to cover because I put too many hours into these other games that were a waste of space. So I'm going to start putting me hours where I think the talent is, and that's indie games. I'll see you in the next video, guys.